Earlier today, this morning, we have also received a request from the government of Syria to the European Union for assistance through the civil protection mechanism. We shared this request with EU member states, and we are encouraging them to contribute the in-kind assistance as requested. Now, for sanctions, I categorically reject the accusations that European Union sanctions may have any impact on humanitarian aid. These sanctions, let's not forget, were imposed since 2011 in response to the violent repression of Syrian regime against its own civilian population, including the use of chemical weapons. This is why the sanctions are there. And they target the regime and its supporters and certain sectors of economy from which the regime has been making profit. And for clarity, I will share with you exactly in detail what European sanctions against Syria include. First, they include individual restrictive measures or sanctions, targeting 291 individuals and 70 entities. These individuals and these entities are subject to asset freeze and a travel ban because of their role in the violent repression of the civilian population. These sanctions target members of the regime, the military, certain prominent business persons and companies that are making large profits from the war economy, and they are financing the regime. And then the other part of our sanctions are sectoral restrictions. They are targeting sectors of economy from which the regime is profiting, and they are designed in such a way to avoid any potential negative effects on the Syria's people. Let me describe what these sectorial sanctions include. A ban of export of equipment that might be used for internal repression and technology intended for the monitoring and interception of the internet and telephone communications. A ban on import and purchase of oil and petroleum products from Syria. Prohibition on trading Syrian public bonds to or from the Syrian government. And a ban on trade in goods belonging to Syria's cultural heritage, which have been illegally removed from Syria. And finally, prohibition to export luxury goods to Syria. So these are the European sanctions. There is nothing there that would hamper the delivery of humanitarian aid and emergency assistance, especially not in situations in which Syrian people find themselves after this terrible earthquake. Thank you.